beautiful. What was it? I don't know. Ah, there it is. Yeah, that's the one. All right. Grand Rising. What's going on? What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy, King David. Shout out to my old school subscribers, my new subscribers, and my TikTok family. Hey, listen, if it wasn't for you guys, none of this would be possible. Shout out to my replay gang. Man, this wind just will not let my bike have a cover. Get another one. Shout out to my overseas gang. And shout out to my unsubscribed gang. Hey, listen, if you're unsubscribed, you should subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I have a good time over here. You know what I mean? You know, whether you subscribe or not, I appreciate you. Also, shout out to my members. I appreciate y'all. Listen, more content coming. I got plenty of it coming out. Listen, bear with me, okay? I was working out this AM. Listen, y'all. And I don't even normally drop like this on a Saturday because it's my time. You know what I'm saying? It's my time. But I told you guys about how I get inspiration and motivation from, like, you know, all over, but it's like a couple of few I go to daily, like my daily motivational speakers, right? And it don't matter what they call themselves, what kind of way that they like to deliver their messages. You know, I'm able to see past their base that they use to monetize and get the message, right? And that's what I want to talk about. Like, since being on this ascended level, I'm able to pick up on things, and I didn't really know what that tapping in thing really was, but I'm doing it, man. Like, it's like these people, these women, it's all women, except for one, my boy Moon. Shout out to Moon. He's super tapped in. It's the same thing. And I'll try to break it down like a conversation with him, right? A conversation with Moon, we'll be talking, halftime, we're able to pick up on things without having to say it. And also by just saying it with very few words. Or he'll also be going in and be talking about something. I'll be like, oh, writing down my notes, man. That's it. That's something. He'll be like, what was it? I'll be like, that stuff that you said in the middle. And he'll go back to it and he'll be like, oh yeah. And then I'll expand upon it. And he'll be like, that's exactly what I meant. Like, that's what I'm talking about, right? Able to do that kind of stuff with people that you ain't even around. You know what I mean? It's something different, y'all. Making sure I don't look too crazy. I just got through lifting, and I wanted to make this video regardless how I look, so it is what it is. Listen, y'all, I'm on to something here. That's why I'm going on a different direction with the channel, but I'm also going to put out narc awareness. You know what I mean? But you guys are on the same frequency as me, so we need to go ahead and look into this. Okay? Let's just look into it and see what happens. Okay? What's wrong with that? Right? We're tapping in, and if you don't like it, if you know, you can do what you got to do. If it resonates, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Just trying some stuff out. Listen, if you get inspiration from people, if they, you know, motivate you, let them know. I don't care if they don't respond. I don't care if they get weird. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't want nothing to do with you. Let them know, because you're giving them their flowers regardless. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? In that moment, how they feel. You know, feelings are fading. They'll change or whatever, or not. It doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Give people their flowers. You know what I'm saying? If they influence you, if they're, you know, great people, and for you to influence me, you got to be a great person. I'm gonna give you your flowers. That's why I let you guys know. I always tell you guys in the comments, when the comments like really motivate me and get me started for the day or whatever, and I'm just like, man, you guys, I mean what I say when I say that stuff. I'm not even joking, right? It really does. So I'm able to get a blessing out of everything that's sent to me, even negativity, right? So I can get a blessing from God out of everything that's said. I can see the message in it, the deeper message. And that's what I'm talking about when you're tapped in and you're intuitive. And that's what the title is about, right? It's about you being, you know, highly intuitive to where you can get a good message, or you can learn something positive out of anything that happens to you, and also the things that God puts in front of you, because nothing is happenstance or coincidence. And for you to know that and be able to see the messages in things, you know, that's being tapped in. I'm figuring this stuff out, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm slowly elevating, right? It first started what I believe to be just fitness, okay? But it was like, well, it starts there, but nah, we got to keep going. Then, you know, I found out about the super elite demons, the narc. I completely, you know, dug deep into that. Was like, okay, defeated them, destroyed them, put out information about them, and we'll continue to do so. But now I want to talk about, other things, and this being one of which is just, like being able to tap in and communicating with your soul tribe without having to say words, and then people finding you, because what's happening is they're finding me and they're able to get motivated, which, I get motivated from all kinds of different things on the internet, but they can tell from the way that I'm speaking or whatever. You know what I'm saying? No, they can't tell. They're just getting motivated. They like what they see. And then they're putting these things together, this art. I call it art. I'm like a muse, and they're putting this art together, and it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And then they're able to inspire hundreds and thousands of people. And it's just like, man, it's beautiful, man. So it's just like a circle, and then I get inspired from them, and then they'll watch another one of my videos, and then they'll get inspired, and they do what they do. But not only do they do that, sometimes I'm going through it, they'll like put some messages in there, looking out for me, like, hey man, ooh, I'm able to pick up on that. I can tell that's being tapped in. So we're able to communicate without saying words. Listen, I'm loving this, and that's why I'm going deeper in on it. They're telling me stuff all the time. And before I used to be like, is she talking to me? I'm like, man, just when she talking to me, I'm like, nah, I'm tripping. And then it would remind me of like how I conversate with Moon. I'm like, well, wait a minute. And I told you, I'm able to look at things. See, this is the reason why low vibrational women don't understand me, and I just come off, like a complete loof or whatever. But like high vibing women can pick up on everything I'm doing, like I can't get nothing by them, and that's why I look for women to give me counsel, because women are highly intuitive, y'all. I don't normally do this, but it's Saturday. It's Saturday. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Always keep me one cold on her. Listen, y'all. I'll break my normal not drink or eat anything, because this message is important and I got to get it out, okay? Listen, these women, they can pick up, on what I'm doing. They can tell. They can tell the gifts I have before I even really know what they are, but they can tell that I'm slowly working my way towards it. And then they kind of give me information, help me out. And then I got like women that I look at that be talking to me, and they just be like, man, ain't you done enough of this? Like, come on, man. Like, it's time to move on. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? And I be like, is she talking to me? I'm like, no. Wait a minute now. And they do different things to let me know that they're talking to me. They do different things, maybe wardrobe change, or, they'll say certain things that I say to let me know, like, yeah, dummy, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then, and then I start watching some more, and I'm like, oh yeah, she is talking. What's she talking about? And I start taking some notes, and I'm like, what does that apply to? And then I look at it from a broader perspective. I'm like, oh, I can use it for like this. Maybe she meant it for like that. Maybe she didn't. You know what I'm saying? But I just take what I need from it, and I've been doing that for a while. I've been doing that since after I left, since I moved in here. It's been like going around. That's what I use the internet for. I just go around, and then like God will just point stuff out to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, 11-11. Listen, y'all, I ain't gonna end it on that, but I gotta make mention of it. You know what I'm saying? But look, it was just like, and when I did that in the military, a lot of times, and, I've done that all my life to get like positions at job. I get a feeling, and then I can tell somebody by how they're speaking to me that they're kind of like, I can tell their heart's in the right place. I can feel somebody's intent. I can feel their intent. That's what it is. I can feel it. And that's what I'm talking about, like leaning in your intuition and not just doing everything else that everybody else is doing because it's like money or whatever. I ain't worried about the money. I ain't worried. I'm growing here, and this is my journey. And I'm putting the journey up, and I'm letting you guys know stuff that I've definitely put enough thought in, stuff that I know I'm okay with you guys knowing. Definitely ain't nothing that I'm testing out that I ain't ready to let you know. Remember, I only tell you what I want you to know. Point blank, period. So I definitely want to get the information out, though. A couple of different reasons, and these women will know. I want to make sure that you guys are paying attention. Okay? Tapping in and paying attention to stuff. Oh no, that's not. I keep thinking that it's like, like dust, and it'll be dust, it'd be like orbs. But see, I'm learning. I ain't know about no orb stuff, until, you know what I mean, lately. And that's what I'm saying. Those women, they be speaking and they be saying stuff like, they'll like slide that in like, you know, you're noticing orbs. I'm like, what is she talking about? Write it down, look it up. And I'm like, oh, that's what that is? And I'm like, I thought it was something floating around. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's like an orb or something. I'm like, this thing floating around in here. You know, because I can see the dust floating around, but that's that floating around, ain't no damn dust. So, all right. You know what I mean? I'm tapping in as I'm learning. I'm bringing it to you guys, what I feel comfortable bringing to you guys. Let me go ahead and get back on the subject. Man, I got like a whole list of things. It might be like a part 2 to this. I really love what's going on, and I'm just, it's like, it's dope being tapped in where you ain't got to talk too much, man. You're able to like, I don't know how to put it into words, but you're able to speak to each other without talking. And it's dope, you know, like just through their art, they're able to speak to me, and then through my art, I'm able to speak to them, even though sometimes I'm just kind of direct, but I don't really mean to be. But they don't listen to my words. They just like, they watch me, and they're highly like intuitive people that are able to look at things from a broad perspective. Also, that's why we're in the like same soul tribe, and you know, they can read that. They can tell like this dude is, you know, a little bit more than normal dudes, and they kind of like get interested, and they're like, you know, I can just tell. I can tell intuitively that someone's watching me, and they can probably tell the same thing. Also, I'll be leaving comments to the one. But anyway, you know, out of respect for them, I don't say nothing about them too much anymore. You know, some of them don't want to be mentioned, some of them ain't looking for no friendship. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm still going to get the intuition I need. I'm still going to go and get the information I need. I'm still going to, you know, get the meat and spit out the bones. You know what I'm saying? So, but others of them, like, you know, they guide me. I got some that are really positive, like a positive motivational speaker daily. I got some that don't put out content every day, but when they do, you know, they put out that perspective, like, man, just why are you dwelling on this? Why are you dwelling on this? That Taurus type of perspective. And then, you know, I got, you know, and again, the main one, the motivational speaker, obviously it's going to be a Leo. I got to have a Leo. Only a Leo understands a Leo. You know what I mean? So I got to have a Leo, but then, you know, these, you know what I'm saying? And then I got the Air, but I got to have an Aries, right? So I got the Aries who just ain't about, she ain't, you know what I'm saying? She dope as hell, you know, but she just ain't about no BS. And if she feel like you moving funny, she just going to say something. But I love her. I love her for that. You know what I mean? But regardless of how she feel about me, she'll put out information, and she knows that I'm going to be to pick up on it, and, you know, let me know how to move, and let me know how she feels, what's going on around me, and kind of like show me how to move. You know what I mean? Just working with me. You know, I like that. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of chick, even when she's mad, she's pretty. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, let's go in a little bit deeper on this, though. Yeah, I already said something about that. Yeah, I'm learning every day, y'all. I'm learning every day. Now, listen, I'm not saying that all of these women that watch are watching my stuff, you know, but I do feel like most of them are. But it's like they're either knowingly or unknowingly helping me. But that's me being able to, you know, God, you know, showing me what I need to see out of whatever they're saying. But I do believe a lot of them are just like knowingly doing this, because women are super intuitive. Women, I had to learn the hard way. Women, you got to pick up on their love language. And I don't mean like in love, but just how they speak. They don't talk to you directly. You got to pick up on their signals and stuff. And I'm just learning how to pick up on signals, you know, but I'm using it for the sense of like my growth or whatever. But these women, and also women like her, and this is what gives me hope. Like, I know if women are like, okay, so I used to think I was alone. I'm like, you know, aloof, and, you know, way people make me feel most of the time. But getting on here shows me that no, there's women that think just like me, and they're out there waiting and watching for somebody that can tap in. You know, a lot of guys don't know what I'm talking about. If it resonates, it resonates. If it don't, it don't. I told y'all I'm going in a new direction with this. I'm gonna do what I do. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And these people, you know, these women, because I only watch women. I don't really watch dudes. There's dudes out there that are, you know, obviously tapped in, but, you know, most people want to watch dudes anyway, so these dudes are too big, you know, and I don't really watch dudes. I just don't. I like watching women. But the women are obviously and going to be way more tapped in. What are you staring at, bro? I ain't got nothing for you over here. Whatever. Blessings. You know what I'm saying? I am in my truck with no shirt. Okay. Anyway, I'm learning, y'all. Yeah, they talk to me, period. But see, they're bigger content creators, which, you know, I don't give a damn about none of that, and they know. But they can't just be like leaving comments and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It could be misinterpreted. I'm able to tap in and know that they ain't got to say it. They ain't got to leave, you know, any responses back. They find other ways to let me know, and not just the women that I've noticed that I look for counsel from. Other women, you know, on like TikTok and stuff, they find a way to communicate with you. They don't do it directly, you know. But when you're tapped in, you know. And when you're not tapped in, it's gonna go over your head. So I pay attention to stuff like that, right? I got a gang of, like, you know, about 6 to 8, not including Moon, you know, but really like 6, like 3 on TikTok and 3 on YouTube that I watch daily. Even if I got to watch some of their older stuff that didn't resonate then, but resonates now, because they're watching me and then they're putting out good stuff, but I'm busy a lot making content and I can't watch it in the moment. And I'll go back and watch it and be like, oh yeah, confirmation. That's what I was thinking. Confirmation. And then I move on that. That's what I do. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's not all I do. That's just some of what I do. But I'm telling you what I'm comfortable letting you know. Anything else I don't let you know about, don't worry about it. I'll let you know when I feel like letting you know. Sorry, listen. I just keep the cold juice boxes for my son. You know what I'm saying? So I just keep a cold one on tap. That's why I'm drinking the juice box. If you're in here right now, I appreciate you. Hit the like button. But this is what I'm also trying to make a point of. Sometimes your counsel, and I always told y'all, you know, about having a good counsel. Your counsel is very important, because your counsel should be someone that you feel like, or people you feel like you're able to feel that their heart and their soul is in it, that God is speaking through it. And then if you can't feel that and it's just regurgitated information and it feels shallow, then that's not part of your counsel. And these women, they do a lot of content and they speak from their heart, like I can tell, because the reflection of that is their growth. But it's just also just what they say is deep, you know, well thought out. You know, that's like my soul tribe, right? So everybody feels like these people are speaking to them, but I know that these women are watching my videos and speaking directly from using me as a muse, which is fine, you know. And they even have their own ways of communicating back. They'll say certain words, you know, they'll phrase, you know, maybe use something, and they got a way of talking back to me, let me know, like, yeah, I know, you know, all right, moving right along, this is what we need to be. And then that's it. It's cool. I appreciate the counsel. But what I also do, you know, by being the way that I am and speaking the way that I do, you know, I want my counsel, but also I'm like speaking to women in general. Like, women that resonate with what I say, that are vibing high, will be able to pick up on the stuff too, the deeper stuff that I'm saying, because I'm not only putting out information to you guys, I'm also putting out my qualifications as a man. But women that are on the deeper thinking level know that. Like these women I'm talking about, they know exactly what I'm doing. You know, they even be saying in the video's like, hey, listen, stop hiding, stop holding back, stop thinking that you're fooling somebody. I fool most, maybe not y'all, because obviously y'all are highly intuitive, but for the most part I fool people, and, you know, thinking that I'm stupid and slow and I ain't got any sense or whatever. You know what I mean? I like to move like that, you know. People get caught up